Welcome to Dumpster Diving, where we look at something horrible from the past. Today, Out of This World. This show that aired from 1987 to 1991 focused on Evie, who was the product of her mom banging a space alien. It's kind of like Starman if Karen Allen hadn't insisted that Jeff Bridges wear a rubber. On her 13th birthday, Evie developed powers, most notably of which was the ability to freeze time by touching her index fingers together. Later, she gained the ability to gleep, which is what the writers called it when editing software allowed her to manifest anything she wanted in reality. If you think that quick rundown prepared you for the insanity that is this show, just wait. The episode starts with Evie trying to make a music video for her school project. She decided the best thing to do was to film her mother Donna in the bathtub and overdub it with Splish Splash. Her tape threatens to go from porno to snuff film, however, as her mother chases her down the stairs demanding the tape back. Evie hides by turning into a tree in the middle of the living room because, just opening the door would be too easy. Her mother sees through this ruse, of course, and threatens to rip her limb from limb, which is as sophisticated as this show gets with humor. Evie tells her mom that she was just trying to get an A on the project and that no one would know it was her, which is the same excuse that every guy tells every girl that he wants to videotape having sex before he uploads it as revenge porn on the internet. Someone knocks on the door and Donna decides to hide in the closet, asking Evie to get rid of them. So I guess that's where Evie got her terrible hiding instincts from. These were the kids that tried to go unnoticed behind the stop sign in a game of hide and seek. It turns out to be Chief Applegate, who said he would give Donna, who is the mayor, a ride to work. He sees some water on the floor and says it must be coming from the closet. He tries to open the door, but Donna pulls it closed. When he finally does get it open, Donna has put a lampshade on her head. There is no explanation why there's a lampshade in the closet. Chief Applegate declares that the ugliest lamp he's ever seen, showing that his IQ might actually go into the negatives, and promptly leaves. Before Donna can properly yell at Evie, there's another knock on the door. Evie gleeps her into regular clothes using the best editing software that 1990 has to offer, and Evie answers the door. They've received a package from her Uncle Michael, whom we've never seen. Evie says that her mother told her she was 5 when Uncle Michael left, and Donna confirms. Donna says that one night he went for pizza in Italy. Evie asks how long it's been since Donna has seen her brother, and Donna says 12 years. Although, if Evie knew that she was 5 when he left, and she's 17 now, she should probably have been able to figure that out. I guess math isn't one of her special powers. Another package comes and starts speaking. Both women stare at the package, unable to figure out the very obvious fact that Uncle Michael has mailed himself from Italy. He explains that his band is taking a break and he's come home. In the kitchen, we get some more exposition, and Michael tells them that he's changed his name to Mick because it sounds more like a famous rock star. Mick tells them that he left to follow an Italian woman that he was in love with. Donna says that she needs to get to the office and she's not dressed for it. Evie offers to help, and somehow the two of them totally forget about the adult human sitting right in front of them. Evie gleeps Donna into a new outfit and Mick freaks out. This forces them to explain. Donna starts out by saying, "Do you remember when I met Troy and his spaceship crashed on this planet?" So what the hell? Mick knows that aliens exist? How widespread is this knowledge, and why hasn't that alien task force from ALF come to kill these people yet? With Mick all caught up, he asks Evie to whip him up a tall French woman. Evie conjures him a sex slave, but tortures him by not allowing him to touch her. Mick pulls out his guitar, and Evie tells him that she's making music videos at school. She plays them, and it's like the worst episode of America's Funniest Home Videos. The first is her boyfriend Chris pressing his nose against the glass and singing Camptown Races. The others aren't music videos at all, but one just following Donna around the house, and the other is of the Chief tap dancing. Evie explains that she's going to make a better video this weekend, and Mick tells her that if she wants, actual music in her music videos, that he can write her an original song. He starts to play, but laments that without his band, the music sounds thin. So Evie agrees to conjure the band. They all show up with a snap of her fingers, and for some reason, none of them question how they've materialized in a modest home in suburban California. I guess when you've taken that many drugs, you stop questioning things. The band starts playing, and even though Mick has to be making up this song on the fly, it's called I Want a Woman from Another Planet, the rest of the band somehow know the song. Donna walks in, and Evie wishes the band back into the cornfield. Chris walks in and announces that Tiffany is visiting their town. In a coincidence that can only happen on terrible syndicated shows, she's having a contest for the best music video. The prize is $500. That might not sound like a lot now, but back in 1990 you could buy a whole CD player for that kind of money. Chris says that he's sure his music video will beat Evie's. He put a hidden camera in his dad's shower and dubbed Moon Over Miami on it. You know, in doing these dumpster dives, I've noticed that the 80s and early 90s were awash with sex crimes. What the hell was going on? Chris asks Evie if she's excited that Tiffany is coming, and she says she'd probably be more excited if it were George Michael. Oh, Evie, if George Michael was visiting your town, he'd be stealing that blonde boyfriend right out from under you. Evie says that she's not interested in entering the contest, and Chris says that if Evie won, he'd be so jealous he wouldn't talk to her for a year. Evie leaves to hang out with Mick, and Chris steals her tape to enter her into the contest. Pick a lane, Chris. Do you want to be jealous? As Evie goes to sleep, her Uncle Mick tells her that with her powers, she could be a star and feature in her own music video. We're never told that this is anything that Evie wants, and it never comes up again in the show. It seems to only be there because the writers couldn't fill out the rest of the episode, and so they put in a full-length music video in as a dream sequence. If this thing was any more 80s, it would be snorting cocaine off a mirror while expressing ignorance about AIDS. The next day, everyone gathers in the local diner to await Tiffany. She walks into a staggering crowd of about a dozen. I know Tiffany was famous for touring malls, but I wasn't aware of her eatery appearances. Tiffany announces that the winner of the music video contest is Mick's song. Chris then explains what he did and says he thought it was Evie's video. But remember, this is the music industry in the 80s, and Tiffany announces that, as producer, Evie gets the money, and the real talent is screwed over again. Evie says she'll share the money with Chris and Mick. There are no hurt feelings or repercussions over any of this, because conflict is for all those other shows. The credits roll and the episode ends. Before we part for the day, though, I'd like to leave you with a little present, something to show you just how terrible this show was. Check out this theme song. What a nightmare. Thanks for watching this episode of Dumpster Diving. Please come back every Thursday for more episodes and every Tuesday for deleted chapters from famous novels. Give us a like, subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment below, hit that bell icon if you want to be notified of when new episodes come out, and check the description for our social media handles and websites of interest. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.